Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of I'm Seeing Red. Now, this is a little bit of a different intro than usual. Usually, you're looking at me, I'm looking at you, actually playing the game, but this is the first time I log in probably 2-3 days. And I'll give you like half a second to figure out. Well, I'll give you like 5 seconds to figure out what exactly happened, just by judging what's on the screen and what's in my hand. So, starting the clock now. Alright, could you guess it? If you guessed I was killed by a pigman because I kept hitting it with a dagger of sacrifice, even though that only does a heart of damage if you're not near the wall of suffering, then you are correct. I did, in fact, like I said, this is the first time I log in 2 to 3 days because I'm incredibly salty about this. I'm really salty about it. Not the whole dying thing, that's my fault. I was an idiot for having that in the wrong spot. What I'm angry about is that none of my items dropped. I died right here, or somewhere around here. I respawned over here. The zombie pigman was right here, trying to get me, like this. And I look around for my stuff, and there's nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Now, this is the reason I really, really dislike. I don't know if it's in here. I don't know if the Graves mod is in here. But that's one of the reasons I don't like the Grave mod. Because the Grave mod... Nope. The Grave mod, although awesome because it keeps all your stuff in one localized area, if you die on a half slab, it'll go down to the next layer. And unfortunately, we are in the void world. Therefore, if you ever die on a half slab, you're screwed. You're not getting any of your stuff back. And so I was extremely salty about this. I stopped playing the game because I was very unhappy that this is because it's stupid. And let's top ourselves back up. Let's go to 5. And I still needed to kill the stupid zombie pigman, which is why I grabbed a bow and I had 2 arrows. So I lost a lot of things I was working at the time. So let me just show you what I've been doing. Let me eat a little bit. I lost a lot of just valuable things. A lot of things that just cost a lot of stuff to make. But I also lost my picks. I'm fairly salty about this right now. I'm really salty. You're seeing a lot of things that you haven't seen before because I wasn't really planning on doing this yet, but unfortunately, the fates have had a cruel, cruel afternoon with us. So, give me like half a second. And let's just do a little bit of this. Let's just turn these things back on. Because I was using this as a wool. So, alright, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's just cover this up so nothing can potentially murder us. Let's have a nice snooze. And I'll show you all the new stuff and things that I've been working on. And what I'm planning to do in the future. So this is going to be sort of a look what I've done. And let's show you all the things that I lost. So starting off here, man, I had a great idea. This was going to be my intro, man. I was almost done. This was like, I was done. I was putting everything back in its place. I was about to start. And then there was this pigman there after I came back from AFKing. I came back. I was like, oh, it's a pigman. And I started hitting it with my 1 slot. And my 1 slot was my dagger of sacrifice. And I was using it over there on the mob, Let's take that as a picture. That looks great. Let's do that again. Bam. So I was planning on doing that. So this was going to be my intro. I was going to be like, hello everybody, my name is PB and welcome to another episode of I'm Seeing Red with our magical black box. So as you can see, I've been a little bit busy. That was going to be my intro, guys, but nope. Nope. So once again, I have to go ahead and collect. I'm really salty about that. Either the Graves mod needs to be fixed because that's been a thing that's been happening since its existence. Since probably I don't even know when it came out. Probably it was 1.6.4. Mod packs really haven't updated in the past year or so. It's probably existed that since then. So I'm really salty. I hated it before because I always do this. I did a skyblock for a personal world because I had terrible lag, and I had better lag when there were 0 entities around. So I played one, and I did the same thing, and all my things would end up at the bottom. I was really upset about it. Anyway, so I made this thing. It's just a regular mob trap. As you can see, the reason, let me run all the way over here. The reason it looks a little bit derpy is because I made it with mostly all half slabs. But it's just the regular one. It's just a 3x3 platform with a block in the middle, so no spider spawn, water leading it down that way, so it washes the mobs down. And then I made some some iron spikes because there are no invar spikes. And I actually made 2 sets because you get 4 every time you do it, but I broke one and it fell down, so I had to make a new one. Also, I have this blood altar right here with a fluid duct, which was connected to that drum right there. And that's full of blood. I think it has 40 buckets now. And what I was doing is I had, remember the dagger of sacrifice? It's this one. Dagger. It was this one, Dagger of Sacrifice, and basically this only does 1 attack damage, basically, but unless it does 1 attack damage if you're not near a blood altar. If you're near a blood altar, you can come here and kill mobs near the vicinity, and all their blood, depending on what mob it is, will go in here. I wish I could demonstrate that for you guys, but this requires, well, I could do this. I can do that right now, but maybe I'll do it later in the episode. I think I have an extra iron sword hanging about. But yeah, and so I have a vacuum hopper here, picking up all the XP and all the items. Items are being shared. They're going here. As you can see, I have a bunch. Initially, I made this project pretty much solely for the gunpowder. And as of now, I have a lot of gunpowder, and I've got a bunch of other stuff too. It's split in 2, but the item duct is closer to this one than it is to this one. So most of the items go here before they go here. And I have another drum somewhere down here, right here. It's just full of, if you look at my Wyla up here, I have almost 10 buckets of XP there, so yeah, if I ever want to do that, there's that. I made those are the creepers that drop the creeper plants. They explode on impact. They don't really do they don't grief anything. I made an anvil because, oh, I had armor. I had nice armor. I had some boots that were real fly. It was Unbreaking 3. They were steel boots. They were Unbreaking 3, Protection 3, and Feather Falling 4. And I was super excited to show you guys. I had full armor minus a hat. That I got pretty much just from killing mobs, but alas, they're somewhere in the grave beyond, which I'm really, really salty about. Really, really salty about, guys. I've always been salty about that. So yeah, as you can see here, I have my iron spikes. Oh yeah, I finished this. So we can grab one of our regular seeds. Also, I can get just a bunch more seeds now. because of our unlimited bone meal now. Oh, wrong one. Bam. Bam, bam. So let's make this. This is the last thing we needed in our... Do we even have another? I had one on me. That might have been my last one. If it's not over here, I don't have one. There it is. There's one. And I just have miscellaneous things all over the place. I didn't lose everything, but it is a hard hit because I did lose a lot of things. So let's see, going here. And let us claim our reward. Hopefully it's a good one to make up for our misfortunes. So we got 4 golden apples, a reward bag, and half a heart. Sweet. So we have 2 good. We have an ender lily seed. Great, we can't do that. We can't turn that back. Yay. So let's see what we got. Alright. Terrible. Even more terrible. Thank you for being terrible and not cheering me up at all. This you can plant on stone. Ideally it should go on end stone and it'll grow and I think a Minecraft week, it'll grow an ender pearl, which is fine if I didn't have, which I mean, I guess it's not incredibly efficient, but at least it gives you stuff, so that's a thing. Let's put these notch apples back. Let's put that there. Oh, this is how you do it, by the way. You just go boom, and you make a full heart that way. So now we have a full heart again. Now let's look at our quest book and see. Oh, we've unlocked Running Red. Running Red. The device seems to be pulsing again, almost as if it wants more blood, but you can't. Now that you know that you're giving up the blood, you have to limit your use of it. Maybe make some armor as to not lose its pointless damage? Okay. So, do you want to know why I was really upset by this? Because I had a bunch of ruins. I had a bunch of smooth stone, and I was getting ready for here because, as you could see, I got my life essence drum and I put it here so I could start my process of grabbing my smooth stone and throwing it in here. And that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for this because, you know, it goes to, I think, down by increments of 20. So it takes a while for it to fill 10,000. So I can make this level 2, so I can, well, level 3, a tier 3 blood altar, so I can do other things. But alas, nothing can go right all the time. Oh, excuse me. So this I had making, I could still make it, hold on. Ah, earthquake! That's just making sand for glass and stuff, although I don't need to do it that way anymore because, voila, I've made a heat generator. You might have seen this last episode, I don't really remember. A heat generator, and I have, what is it called? Lava, hitting all, well, it's hitting 5 of the 6 sides. It's only not hitting this side because I need an output. So it's outputting here, and these are advanced universal cables, which are pretty easy to make. Universal. You have to make these first, and that's just steel and redstone, which is easy with this I have now. And then you make enriched alloy, which is easy too, and put 2 on the side of one of those, and you get advanced. And this is just made by redstone and iron, and I have a bunch of iron, and I have a bunch of redstone. So this is a energy cube, so because that doesn't output enough RF, RF for it to run everything. So what do I tell you guys? So here okay, so these universal cables are universal. You can connect it to machines that require MJs, joules, RF, and something else, I believe, and also the mechanism, whatever the mechanism energy usage is. I guess it's RF. But yeah, so this is a metallurgic infuser. This is the first thing you need to make after you make a generator, which I'm planning. I haven't decided whether or not I want to make solar generators, which only work during the day, but are give you a lot of energy, or if I want to go into the wind turbines, which provide you a little bit, but they're really cheap, so you can make a lot of them. But I'm thinking for compact's sake, I'll make the solar generators, but there's also another generator that I can't exactly remember right now. So the first thing you want to do after you make your generator, which you could always do in this pack because getting all the alloys are really easy. Also, I was gonna upgrade to make something else, which is why I automated this. I didn't automate it. I made machines so I would be able to mass produce smooth stone so I could make this more easily, and also why I finished setting this up to get more blood so I can make the blood runes because they're really expensive. It's essentially it is 8 smooth stone, 2,000 blood, and 2,000 blood, basically. That's what I have to do, and it takes forever. It's just very time consuming. And I didn't have an efficient way to get stone, but now I do. I also have a bunch of levels because as you can see, I just have a bunch of availability to XP now. So yeah, first thing you want to do is make your metallurgic infuser, and with your metallurgic infuser you can make steel dust by getting enriched iron, which is basically just coal or charcoal, and iron to make enriched iron, which then in exchange you can make steel dust. And with steel dust you can then just smelt it and you'll get steel, which you need in a bunch of recipes. So that's the first thing you need to get. Then I'm also really new to mechanism, so I'm still really excited. I spent a lot of time the other day to do this stuff. So these are the generators I was talking about. There's a hydrogen generator, which I don't know how that works. I haven't done too much research. All I know is how these two work. These are just energy cubes. They just store energy. I don't know if I said that before or not. And there's just a bunch of stuff and things involved. I really want to make one of these, but I think it'll just die. So I'm not terribly excited for it. Also, I just want to get a steady energy source, which is what I was going to come into this episode with, but again, things happen. So, what was I going to show you guys? What did I want to show you guys? This. So, then you get redstone, which in this mod pack is just, sand and blood, which are both renewable resources, and then you make an enriched alloy. And also you can make these faster. Let's see. Yeah, no, not this one. One of these. Yeah, this one. I gave them speed upgrades, which are pretty easy to make. It should be somewhere around here. Oh, I just saw it. Item speed upgrade, which is just osmium dust and enriched alloy and glass. And osmium dust is basically just you grab osmium, which is again just lead over aluminum with a bucket of water on top of it, and you crush it, and you get that. And to make a crusher, it's still pretty easy. Oh, and all of these machines, basically, you need a steel casing, which again, very cheap. All it is steel ingots and osmium. And if you remember, we had steel ingots given to us in a previous quest. We had 9 given to us, so we can make two of these things very, very easily. So, yeah, and you need it for the heated? No, you didn't, but you need osmium. This is also really cheap. You could also easily create just a cheap energy resource by using this because copper, iron, wood, osmium, and furnaces, those are all renewable resources. So not really worried about that. Here's the crusher. This has a little bit different, I guess. Lava buckets are easy because you get the lava sigil. Redstone, again, really easy. Blood and sand. I'm sorry, life essence. Then all the control circuit is enriched alloy and redstone, and I suggest you make a huge batch of enriched alloy because you need it for absolutely everything in this mod pack. I'm sorry, not this mod pack. This mod, if you're interested in getting into Mechanism, which I highly recommend, because it's just really cheap and it's very user friendly. And I saw someone do it before, so yeah. So that's the crusher. The crusher is made. Let me show you recipes. Oh, so that's how you make biofuel. All right then, you learn something new every day. So obviously all the regular crushy things. There's one specific reason I wanted it. It's because of cobblestone and gravel. Cobblestone makes gravel, which if you remember, gravel very annoying to make using blood magic. And then gravel makes sand, which again, this is a lot faster than our alchemical set. I think that's what it's called. Ugh. But yeah, so that's what I was mostly interested in, to do that. So now I have basically a fast way because of I could automate this, I just haven't yet. Because I'm really early into setting this all up. As you can see, it's still really ghetto. I only just set this up. I used to have this up here, and I only just put the advanced universal cables in. And I did that because I needed more RF going into our redstone furnace, because this uses a lot of RF. And the last thing I made, well, probably not the last thing I made, but it's an enrichment table, which you need for higher level things. In Mechanism, you have to make everything to get good things, basically. So you're gonna have to make a lot, if not all of these machines at one point or another to get something. So all compressed redstone I think it gives you more redstone to put in our metallurgic infuser. I think, don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it does. Yeah, it does that with diamonds. And that, I think it just reverts it to its better counterpart, yeah, it's better state. That's the word I was looking for. It also does the compressed carbon. But I wanted this for, I wanted it for this because I need it for the obsidian. And I think there is one other thing. Also, you can make compressed carbon with charcoal. I think I literally just wanted this for the obsidian. So let's go and look at the obsidian so I could show you what I need to make obsidian with. Apparently that. To make refined obsidian, or to make an atomic core, which I'm sure I'm going to need at some point or another. What is that? Interesting. But I needed to make this refined obsidian dust, which makes an obsidian ingot, which I need to make an atomic disassembler. Also an ultimate energy cube, if I ever decide to do that, to make a robot, and to make this armor, and these items. Not what I wanted it for, maybe it's just this. Yeah, I think I just wanted to make it an atomic disassembler and a robot. Because a robot is basically everything on the go. It's a crafting bench, it's a chest, it's sort of everything you want. So I'll probably have a robot in the next episode. I'll probably have solar generators, solar panels. Say very cheap. It just happens that everything needs that. An energy tablet, also very cheap. And in advanced, it's just 4 of those. I'll probably have 1 or 2 of these next episode. And probably upgraded energy cube, so I can hold more of it. I also hopefully I'll have a better setup here. I pretty much have just been spending all my time here. I really want to make this a tier 3 because I need silver for something. I don't remember what I need silver for. Silver. I was gonna make something and then I discovered I needed to get silver I needed a tier 3 altar with 10,000 blood, which the 10,000 blood gonna be annoying but not the big deal. The big deal here is that I need a tier 3. And what did I want this for? Not any of that. This? Nope. Maybe to make that? No. No. Maybe no, it wasn't a tesseract. I only need one. Oh, I know, because I wanted to make power armor. And power armor is all power armor is let's see, power. Yeah, power armor. I wanted to make a tinker table, which is easy. I have this is pretty easy. Electrum is easy. The machine frame super easy. But I need a redstone transmission coil, which requires 1 silver ingot. And with this, it allows you to, after you make this stuff, which all very cheap, if you're wondering what the wiring is, all it is silver and copper, which again, we need a bunch of silver. And so you make all of this, and then you add things like the force field emitter, which also very cheap, except for the tesseract because of the resonant ender, and the enderium. And hardened glass and diamond aren't terribly difficult to make, but wait, hold on a second. Don't I get a... No, yeah, here we go. Yeah, because of this thing, I kill skeletons and zombies all the time because basically what I did with this, hold on, let's open this. Alright, I get more seeds, which I wanted, just not at this very moment. Also we get a bunch of copper, which, I guess, hopefully I can automatically get oreberry ores from those, but I have a feeling not. But what I do here is, as you saw, I put slabs up here, and oh, if you've never seen a vacuum hopper, by the way, vacuum hoppers basically, all they do is they drag items to them. So you can see that's being dragged over there, and then it has an output that you set over here, and then you put whatever item, duct, or whatever you want, and it'll go into the chests, and bam. That's how that works. Sorry, I forget some of you don't know all these things. Also, you can't put hoppers under these iron spikes because they won't go. Items won't be picked up. I don't know why. I tried that. I have a bunch of hoppers just laying about over there because it doesn't work. I also have a whole platform here. But yeah, so I put these slabs here, and then I have my water sigil, which I lost. I guess it's a good thing we had to make a second one. I throw water sigil here. It drags all the mobs here, and also it forces them not to take fall damage and not to take damage off of these iron spikes. And then I just hit them with the dagger of sacrifice, and bam! Then I have the fluid duct going into the top of my barrel, and I get a bunch of blood. And that's what I've basically been doing. I've been setting all of that up. Again, haven't been back to the nether, have no desire to. I will have to eventually, and I probably will set something up, but I want to be able to fly before then, which is why I want power armor, because I can fly with power armor and not be terribly afraid. So in all that time, all that blood got me some 52 sand, which is actually a waste. So let me show you just an action last thing. This will be the last thing I show you guys. This thing not working because I don't have lava in there, and I lost my lava sigil, I believe. In the great tragedy that was the zombie pigmen. Oh, here's my basic universal. As I said, I was putting some stuff up, but not everything was put up, so I lost a lot of things. Also, I think I have my iron. Yep, I have 23 blocks of iron, so I'm not too terribly afraid. Oh, and if you're wondering how many blood runes I need, which why I'm really salty about it, I need 20. And I also need 4 glowstone. I'll show you. I'm gonna set it up over here. I think that's what I was gonna do before I logged off last, after I finished AFKing here, because I'm completely safe in this area. Nothing can hit me, and if so, anything can spawn here, it'll most likely spawn up there before it spawns down here. But yeah, I'm planning on doing like a little blood magic thing in this corner, having my tech here, that there, my farm, my oreberry farm here. I haven't picked it in a long time because of I just have a ridiculous amount of everything. A ridiculous amount of everything. Also, see, I was already ready to make my Tinker's Construct. But alas. So, yeah. What was I gonna show? I was gonna show you how that works. Let me just pick these. I'm low on food. So, that's why I'm picking that. Because although you guys don't see it, I go through a bunch of food, just pricking my blood, just running around. Bunch of stuff. So, Crusher basically just does this. It makes a cool sound. And with my speed upgrade, it goes a lot faster. And then with that, we put that in there, and then we get some sand. Does not make... Oh, there goes a cool sound. And there, it makes sand, and then over here, I use this for just making smooth stone, and I don't have anything to make at the moment. I don't think I lost anything from mechanism. I did lose my wrench, I lost all my tools, essentially. All my tools are just lost to the void. So I'm gonna spend a lot of time catching back up, grabbing all my tools, making all my tools again, hoping not to lose this last quest book. Probably make a better pick while I'm at it. I'll probably make it out of iron. I was hesitant to make a new one because I was anxious of dying. And now I know for sure that if I die here, my stuff will end up in the void. So I have that to look forward to. I guess it has an extra edge to dying on anything that isn't this. And you know what? The thing that irks me the most is that I died like right here. Literally, I started out here, hitting it. Oh no, why am I doing no damage? Why are you about to kill me? Knocks me back one last time, falls here, dies. And I see none of my stuff explode out of me, and I'm like, oh no, all my stuff is gone. And then I'm like, how am I gonna kill this zombie pigman? It's tracking me behind there. Don't have anything because I had it all on me. I'm panicking, and I right-click this, and I'm like, I guess I have a bow and arrow. So yeah, it's been eventful. I need to make all my sigils again. I also lost my divination sigil, which I guess hurts the most. But I think I'll just finish making the blood ruin and then, yeah. So, a little bit disheartened, even days afterwards, after the incident, but thank you guys for watching. I can't eat that. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully next time I'll have a tier 2 blood altar, tier 3, I'm sorry, back there, and a better energy source over here, a bunch more automation, and yeah, maybe if I get all the armor stuff done, I'll head over to the portal and go back into the end. But chances are slim for that, depending on how expensive things are in this mod pack. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys. I don't want to be on the edge of that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, 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 bye.